is beating up children or that you're spying on him.
That's
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Saturday Morning Fun Time.
Oh, no intro? Oh, wow.
No, we have an
Oh.
intro. Just get
shit.
away for me to get to it. There you go.
Deep in an underground secret Pacific Island lair, Pop Culture Minefield presents Saturday Morning Fun Time. This is the Comic Relief Crusader telling you to get your morning cereal ready because here we go.
Ah, man, it's going to be Happy New Year soon here.
Isn't that
Happy
crazy?
Hogmanay to
New
you
Year's
all.
Eve,
Happy
as they say in
Hogmanay.
Scotland. New Year's Eve.
New
Right.
Year's Eve.
It's when we all go out and get even more smashed and miserable than we were.
Now we can drink with no excuses.
Hogmanay is the Scottish term for New Year's Eve. Hogmanay. Happy
Hogmanay.
Hogmanay.
Happy Hogmanay.
Yeah. It's
well, I
more
gotta
important
tell
than
you,
Christmas because we like the drinking part more.
Well, of course, I did nog this year. Don is not the only one who nogged this year. I had some nog with some really good whiskey in it. It was yummy.
Nice.
Oh, I miss those days. The only eggnog I had was with my kids, and it was the virgin kind. So
It's actually, I got to be honest with you. I like the taste of eggnog. They do not want it in this house. Scott has a smell thing. If Scott smells like my tuna fish, he's got to get up and go to the back of the house if I'm making tuna fish. I swear to God, anything that he does, and he's a Christmas dude. That dude is a Christmas dude. Hates eggnog, and I'm like, that just doesn't sound natural.
that don't even make sense.
I haven't had
I
eggnog
hate
in
eggnog.
years.
I'm not a fan. I don't know,
Keith
that's
will
like-
be here late, guys. He's going to pick up his mom. She's coming home, which is good news.
Oh, great news.
as opposed to
So-
somebody else picking up his mum.
If you hear a cat that sounds like it's in heat in the background, I got the kids for New
I
Year's.
swear to God, if you say it's Cece, I'm going to fucking
No. Cece's not here. It's my daughter's cat, which has like anxiety issues. It's not in heat,
Oh.
it just meows a lot.
Yeah.
It's not aware that it's a cat. It thinks it's another human, which is funny because I was always told that cats just perceive every other animal as just a weird-looking cat. They meet humans, and you're just tall, ugly cats. I want to say
Am I
hi
in
to
trouble?
everybody.
Am I in trouble?
No,
Mom?
but I was enjoying that because you started talking, and I hit the start broadcast. I'm like, this
I
is
had no
either going to
idea.
be epic fucking gold, or it's just going to fall flat, and it sort of did both.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
I was talking about punching the lead singer of my band, and I was like, I was ready for like a Pete Townsend versus Roger Daltrey kind of fight.
So it was an adult. Okay. I thought
Yeah,
you
he's
were-
the singer of my band, and
Okay.
he dropped acid during the gig, and
Oh.
I got mad about it. And we just started. We came from a break, and that's when he apparently took it. We start going into the song "Crowded House, Don't Dream It's Over," and we're all playing straight 4/4, except for him. He's doing his jank, 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 jank. It's like all backbeat stuff, and I'm like, it sounded like a train wreck. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I noticed something was altered about him, and I called for another break. After one song, we go in the house near the bathroom where this long runner rug is, and it's a foyer-looking thing. Foyer, as some people call it. And
Foyer.
he turns and he's like, yeah, man, I and the way he did it is he was wearing a headband, and he pulled the headband up and he'd slit a little piece of skin here and put the dot right there inside the cut on his forehead. He wanted to get the rush from the acid quickly.
Jesus.
And I looked at him and I'm like, we had a rule: no drinking, no doing drugs during gigs. It's a rule. But he thought, oh, it's a private party. It's different. And I didn't even, there was no warning. He just spoke, and then all of a sudden I drilled him right in the face.
So I got a question.
And he went flying backwards, blood
You
sprayed
ever
from his face. But then he looked at me and started crying. And he looked like
evil,
a little
man.
kid. And I'm like, I'm standing there with my fists like ready to go at it. And he's like, and Danny, my bassist, looks at me and he goes, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why you hit people all the time? And it was the end of the band. He forgave me.
Better than the biter.
To piggyback, I have a question. So he did the try to get in the bloodstream. Have you guys ever dropped acid in your eye, like the liquid form? Like
I have never intentionally, knowingly dropped acid. I had it dropped on me by a friend.
That's a great friend.
Put it in my chili. No warning. I started tripping balls walking down the hallway, and like, what the fuck is? I thought I was having a stroke or something, and I fell to the ground, and I'm like, ah!
I made spaghetti one time and put shrooms in it and didn't tell the people I was eating with, and we had an amazing time. Like it didn't go bad at all. It was pretty funny.
Well, look, I'm going to put it this way, and I don't want to call you out, but you fucking drugged your friends.
Yeah.
And that's what this kid did, and I wanted to beat his ass for it because I got kicked out of school over it.
Well, luckily we were grown. This was a few years ago, and everybody was appreciative after I let them know the next day. Because like it was funny because everyone was like, "Man, that was so awesome! We had such a great time last night, and that spaghetti was so good." Because we played board games and shit. And then I was like, "Yeah, you know what I did? I put some psilocybin in the spaghetti, and not one of them got mad at me. Those are the kind of people I hang with, apparently. Degenerates." So
yeah, apparently.
Yep. I agree.
So I want to say good morning to everybody in the chat. Lord Thoth was the first one here. Crusader Lion. Let's see. Anima Confuso, love of my life. Snortopupus Cuber is here. What's up, buddy? Dragon Ruse. All right. Alex Moore. Wow. Penny, Danny's mom.
yeah, she called me Daniel. That's why I asked if I was in trouble earlier.
You are.
Probably.
Let's see. Anybody else?
You're always in trouble.
If I wasn't before, after that acid or mushroom story, I am now.
Scribe Light's here. And Real Weight Nation. You're gonna.
Oh, I was going to say, you were saying all that. You're in trouble with your mom. You are.
Yeah.
After all that.
Yeah, you just admitted to drugging your friends in front of your mother. Someone's getting a whooped ass tonight.
But we had a good. Well, she's on the other side of the country, but we had a good time, so it's all good.
She'll get Cece to do it.
Oh God!
Look,
Don't
man,
say that you. Oh, that's
Wade.
believable.
I got to tell you, Jason Pancookie, who I'm eventually going to get on this show, is also one of my closest, dearest, oldest friends. Filmmaker, a publisher of independent film magazines. He was also my first proof editor when I was a journalist writing for Octopus Magazine. And we just became great chums. And he says, when you die, and I'm like, this conversation came out of nowhere. He's like, when you die, and I'm like, okay, this is getting dark. He says, I'm going to make sure that
Is he trying to sell you a plot?
That your epitaph reads, he was a kind and loving bastard.
I like that.
Kind of works.
I do too, and I'm like, I want to die before Jason so I can make sure it's actually done. Hey, Brandon.
Why, hello there, everyone. I can't stay for too long because I'm running on fumes already. I've been up way too long.
I got your invitation last night. Thought I would wake up, but man, Scott got me so sick. I am so sick right now.
Oh, no.
Oh, that sucks.
I heard that.
I'm coughing, choking, hacking as I walk out of the room. And Scott's leaving, goes, "Hey, we're heading. See you later." And I'm like coughing. He goes, "Oh, that sounds awful." I said, "Yeah, thanks a lot." And he goes, "Yeah, I couldn't give it to you. I just have allergies."
It's not the coof, is it?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
It was nice knowing you, Gary, just in case. It was nice.
I'm not worried about it because I took the vaccines and all that. This is why the boosters and all the other shit is just stupid. Is the initial virus, all it teaches your body to do is how to get the virus and get over it quicker. That's all. It's not going to prevent you from getting it. So I'm just assuming that this might be the coof. And I thought I had it earlier this year when I went to Shane Moore's party. And I got sick as fuck after that party. Everybody's just, you're in an enclosed party and just, okay, I'm going to get sick. And then I did. And I took the test and it was, I laugh saying this. It was just the flu, even though flu is just as deadly as any other virus.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
You know what's crazy? I can knock on wood. I've never had the flu my whole life.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
I've got a great immune system. I've never got COVID. Joe and I were talking about this the other day, Joe's Atmosphere, and he taught me something I didn't know because I do have a mild form of psoriasis, and he was
that
saying
means your immune system is in high
overact.
gear.
Yeah, that's what he was telling. I didn't know that, so I was like, damn. Maybe the secret to the cure to COVID's in our blood.
A military prick knew what a combat medic could tell you.
We could take your body. You should have everything removed from your body and studied for medical science.
No,
I'm down.
You need to do the Kit Kat thing for Cece. I think she'd like
Kit
that
Kat thing. Oh God.
What's that?
It's where you take some. No, you explain it, Brian.
Well, I hadn't heard of this until I was on a show last night, and I believe it was Toxic Man Flu. Super chatted about this Kit Kat thing, and none of us knew what it was. And somebody
Is this
looked
some
it
kind
up.
of challenge, like a
And
TikTok
apparently,
challenge?
it's a
challenge.
sexual thing where you freeze your John
part of
Thomas
your
with
wee dodger.
nitrogen, and then you cut a little bit of it off and give it to
Brian,
your partner.
I didn't hear you because Gary was talking. Start that. You freeze a little what?
Not
you
the whole
freeze-
penis, just a little piece.
Freeze a little bit of your. You can freeze the whole thing if you want, but you can freeze a little bit of your
You're losing
penis. You cut it off and you give
My
it to your
dick?
partner.
No, I'm not cutting anything off of my dick. Are
Well,
you
here's
crazy?
the
It's
good
like a
news.
one-time
Here's the good news.
job.
If you do this, you
My
don't have
parents
to
already
cut
did
it
that
off.
when I was a baby.
You don't have to cut it off. It breaks off.
That's right.
You just
Think
Oh, that would
Snowpiercer.
be better.
Yeah,
my
sure.
Think of the glory holes in Snowpiercer.
That is awful in so many ways. I would love to stay today, but unfortunately I can't. But Gary, it's always good to see you, my friend, and I hope you get feeling better. Kick this whatever it is, kick it in its ass. And oh wait, we can't swear anymore because Mama Susan's coming down on us. They got to pay the NFL that $2.5 billion somehow. For fuck's sake, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But this whole policy update thing that they said, oh, we told everybody about it back at the beginning of the year. Yeah, bullshit. I went through my email. We didn't get anything. So, yeah.
So before you go, Brandon, we learned one important thing. Take this to heart. Never have spaghetti with Dork Knight.
Yeah. He will drug you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will keep that in mind. No spaghetti with Dork Knight.
No, hold up. I've known these people.
Yeah, hold up.
I
I did. I did drug you.
I'd known those. Yeah, I did. But I'd known those people over 2 decades. I wouldn't do that to just anybody. Okay. I knew that.
All of us he would
I only drug my friends.
He'd do it to all of us in a heartbeat.
So I definitely appreciate all of you, and I'm glad to be here when I can. And going into the new year, we've got a lot of fun stuff planned. And the 70s, dude, you gotta come on and talk with me a little bit. And,
absolutely, my
we got to talk some Dio and Sabbath, because that is Sabbath. It doesn't exist prior to that because what's his face is nowhere near as good as Dio. So
I got to tell you something.
that
Billy
is my
Black
opinion.
Sabbath to me is
Happy
the
New Year,
classic
Brandon.
movie. And yes,
Oh, yeah.
Happy New Year, Brandon.
yep. Thank you, everybody.
Brian,
We'll see you
yeah,
later.
we're gonna say-
Brandon, I'll be there.
Bye, Brandon. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you all. We'll see you later.
Happy New Year, buddy.
Thank you, brother.
Lovely Sherry and Keely Chow have dropped in. Hello, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. It's going to be, actually, in a few hours, it's going to be Happy New Year for Anima,
Oh yeah.
because she's 7 hours ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 7 hours ahead of
She's
me.
from the future.
She's
Yeah.
in the future.
She can let us know what next year is going to do to us.
No,
TJ
I
is
disagree.
here. What's up, TJ?
I just want to be disappointed in person. I don't want to know in advance. I want to experience the disappointment live.
All right, yes, I
yes.
want to agree with you here. Terminalist and Reacher were two of the best things on television, if you
yep.
want to call that television, this year. And I liked James Gunn's Christmas special. It was really good. 4 hours and 45 minutes. Until New Year's? Okay. AF Watcher says Dick Tracy for New Year's. Sip when you hear Tracy. I don't. Does this mean something?
It's a drinking game.
Oh,
You put on Dick Tracy, and every time you hear the word Tracy, you take a drink.
Yeah.
Oh,
As opposed
okay.
to every time you hear Dick.
Which around me you hear all the time. Here you go.
Oh, yeah.
Your video, AF Watcher.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
I love that.
Um,
Is that HUD? No, what's that? What's that? Paul Newman?
HUD is the other Newman film.
Yeah.
That's Cool Hand Luke.
Cool Hand Luke.
HUD is a rough film because you learn he's basically a fucking racist.
He's a shithead in that one, yeah.
Oh, he's a piece of crap.
That was in black and white as well, wasn't it, HUD? It was
Yeah.
a black and white movie.
They intentionally made that film in black and white because of the subject matter. They felt it would go over better in black and white than in color.
Makes sense.
But if you've never seen HUD, that's a rough film, man. It's a rough film.
Yeah.
Great casting, great acting in it. Paul Newman, absolute scuzzball. Proof of what a good actor he is. You fucking hate him in that movie. You want to like him at the beginning, and then you learn what a piece of crap he is.
He's not a good guy, no. His brother is, but he's not.
Yeah, his brother. Really likable character. I can't remember that kid's name. He was in a lot of movies. But let's see how the numbers are going. We've got Person of the Year, David Zaslav, Kathleen Kennedy, Bob Iger, Henry Cavill. David Zaslav is at 14%, Henry Cavill at 82%, and Bob Iger at 5%. And I'm very proud of this, that I called him doing what he did, that he was going to try to throw a coup and take over control of Disney again. And I just got the feeling with some of the things that he was doing. I'm like, this guy's planning something. And we started seeing all this stuff going on in the background. And I knew that he was in the middle of it, making Chapek look bad, which Chapek looks bad on his own.
Didn't need any help.
He fires one guy, whoop-de shit, has him escorted out, whoop-de shit. You've got 1,000 fucking employees that are subverting your company and doing damage to it, and you fire one guy. Oh boy, that's why he's not on the list, because I think Chapek was a piece of crap. I'm not going to vote on this. Is all you guys. You guys can on the panel. You guys can vote. You're welcome to vote, but I can't because I created it. I think that it's been a weird year. It's been an awful year. It's been good in some ways. We won some skirmishes. Amazon clearly got the message and started putting out better shows for us. But they also put out that one show that I shall not name. And they put all their fucking money into it. And they're regretting it. But we got Reacher. We got Terminal List. Both really good shows. Apple TV is sort of the same thing. Apple Plus, Apple TV Plus, whatever they call themselves. A lot of crap. I hated that Tom Hanks sci-fi movie with the robot. I was like,
yeah,
this is crap. But they've got two shows that I absolutely love, which is Ryan McKinney's show, Mythic Quest. And three shows, because I also like For All Mankind. But the best thing they've got going right now, in my opinion, is Slow Horses, which is about a house of spies. It's Slough House. And what they are is a bunch of fuck-ups that got thrown together that MI6 doesn't want to have to fire, but wants them out of the way. And they end up finding themselves right in the middle of everything both seasons. And I love that. Gary Oldman, one of the best living actors we got going right now, Gary Oldman. He's a class act when it comes to acting, man. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Have any of you guys seen this?
I haven't seen it.
Not watched it yet, but I've seen it on lists of things. Yeah.
Oh my God, you got to watch it. I'd like to hear what you think of that, because Gary Oldman is just the boss. He's a beast of a character. He looks like shit. I love the way he does it. He could dress up so nice and then turn right around, let his hair get greasy and gain a little weight, and he just looks like crap, and he chain smokes and fucking awesome. Drinks too much. Hey, I saw Jace is in here. Is that Jace?
Yep.
Jace? Yeah, it's Jace.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy? Any good comments so far? Because this is your guys' show today. We're going to talk about stuff you guys want to talk about.
I want to talk about how based ABBA were.
And I can't show the video because YouTube will fucking gank us.
Recommend people go watch ABBA's official music video for the song Happy New Year and put the closed captions on and read the lyrics. Very interesting. That's all I'm going to say. Very
Maybe
prophetic.
not be able to show the video, but we can share the link in the chat.
Just let people find it for themselves, I think.
Yeah, fuck them.
I'll go in there.
Listen,
Shit for you.
I thought you were. I thought Scotsmen were supposed to be nice.
No, they're right bastards.
Yeah,
total bastards. I could put it on without. Yeah, as long as the music doesn't play, it would be all right. But
you can do
closed
that.
captions. Just some of the lyrics, I think, are for given it was recorded in 1989 and it's a happy, jolly, cheery celebration song. If you read the actual lyrics, there's some pretty based stuff in it, and almost prophetic. ABBA,
It's really dark.
based. It is. It's dark. The lyrics are quite dark.
All right, here we go. Official lyrics video. Let me copy the link. There we
It's
go.
got the usual jolly holly, have a lovely new year, but then some of the verses are a bit brave new world.
Yeah.
wow.
Might as well lie down and die, you know. But yeah, is someone sharing that, or is it?
Yep, I'm doing it right now. There we
all
go.
right, mate.
Gary's
I
working
understand
hard.
You're impaired. I know.
They were like the number one band when I was in Europe in '77, in UK and Ireland. I couldn't go anywhere without seeing their posters up in a window. You know, it's a little shop on a telephone pole. You know, they were just everywhere. And funniest thing, I stayed in a B&B, and there was this old lady, your classic, little, slightly overweight, very short Irish woman in her 50s, sweeping in the kitchen, singing by herself, with no radio or anything. What is that? Dancing Queen?
Dancing Queen, yeah.
Yeah. And I just sort of stopped and watched it. She had a lyrical voice. She sounded wonderful, but it just was so weird. And I don't know. I guess you're big when you get 50-year-old women singing your song.
Yeah.
It's like Sting said.
I mean, I don't know about North America, but in Britain, they were just massive. Probably the biggest band in Britain for years.
I have no doubt, because they were the biggest thing going.
Yeah. And
They're
it's
pretty
like
big here for a while.
Yeah, it's like everything else that becomes ubiquitous. People no longer listen to it closely. And I listen to them, believe it or not, even I'm a rock guy, I listen to a lot of ABBA. And the music is phenomenal when you hear it in headphones. But the lyrics are
really
actually
good vocals and good lyrics.
Beautiful reconstructed music, and the lyrics are fantastic. And some of their later songs, particularly like The Day Before You Came and stuff like that, was all really mature pop. It was not fluffy, whatever. I mean, the Day Before You Came, an entire song without a chorus, basically. And low-key electronic stuff they were doing. They were actually quite into the electronics. So very almost pop progressive in a sense, but obviously because of the hits, people ignore that. But I think they were very clever.
Well, I liked it when Frida went off and did her own album with Phil Collins.
That's right. They were.
She did the album and title song, Something Going On. And you could tell Phil Collins. I mean, I knew it was Phil Collins before I even saw it written anywhere. I'm like, that's Phil Collins drumming. I know his drumming. And great. She did a cover of one of his singles on the album. It's a good album. And Frida, I always liked her, but they were all best when they were together with ABBA. They were at their best.
Yeah.
Who's the one that didn't want to come back all the time? Yeah.
I thought it was.
It was Frida. Frida kept wanting to.
Frida. Well,
Frida was the Stevie Nicks of ABBA.
Yeah. And I think she may actually, the others were Swedish, but she might have been Norwegian, which is obviously a big
Yeah,
barrier.
they've got the shittiest attitudes, those Norwegians.
Hey, whoa!
When I went to Norway for the first time, I was chatting to some guys. I went to see Paul McCartney in Oslo because you could fly from Scotland in like an hour, and you were there. And they were, I was saying, what is it? You and the Swedes? He said, well, we have a saying here in Norway: as stupid as a Swede. So
Well, because Jace is here. With Jace here, this one's for you, Jace.
Hey, Sweden! Not Swedish, Mac, the Norwegian.
Well, remember, Norway got us when Norway got its independence from Sweden. They say 10,000 Swedes ran through the weeds, chased by one Norwegian.
Check this out. He's me going off on Norway. Look at what he said.
yeah, but actually, ABBA, the original Scandinavian death metal band. Especially if you listen to Happy New Year, the lyrics in that are pretty black-pilled.
Hey, let's see where we're at on our votes so far. Let me refresh. We are... Nope, that's it, I guess. 14% for David Zaslav, 5% for Bob Iger, and Henry Cavill, hands down, wins it at 82% of the vote.
That's a landslide.
That's a landslide.
Yeah.
I can't believe Kathleen Kennedy was cheated. There'll be some votes in a box coming along.
It was rigged. It was rigged.
Person of the Year isn't always a positive.
Election fraud.
Right.
A lot of villains in history have been named, Person of the Year through Time Magazine. Hitler.
Yep.
I think he got it twice.
Well, Person of the Year doesn't mean best Person of the Year. It just means
Yeah, it just means the most notable.
You remember that year they made Person of the Year? Like it was a mirror cover and it was like you're the Person of the Year. That was so lame.
Yeah, and I remember what I said when I saw that was the only thing more gay than this is two grown men fucking.
That's pretty gay.
But
Let's not forget when the computer was, too.
Slime Magazine. Oh, sorry, Time Magazine. Yeah.
Fine. He had it right the first time.
I like. Remember that old bit Steve Martin used to do? It was like, I was featured in Fuck Up Your Life magazine. I mean, People magazine.
You bring up Steve Martin, and I'm just reminded of one of my favorite jokes from him was when he was still doing stand-up, and he's like talking about how he had an out-of-body experience and he found himself at the pearly gates, and he's standing there and he's like, where am I? And Peter's looking at him. He says, this is the pearly gates. And he goes, really? My professor told me this is bullshit. He goes, well, I guess I'll go on through. And Peter goes, whoa, son. Says here, you took the Lord's name in vain 1,000,001 times. 1,000,001 times? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I love Steve Martin's stand-up.
Comedy is not pretty.
His bit about
Comedy
getting
is not
small.
pretty. One of my favorite things reading in high school, I think it was 9th grade when his book Cruel Shoes came out.
Yep.
An anthological story, and I'm like, what a crazy... Steve Martin can write. He's a very good writer.
Yeah. I've seen a few of his plays performed live.
Oh, yeah. The one he did with... what's his name? He used to sit out and shoot sharks with the BAR.
I don't know.
Famous novelist. Hemingway.
John Milius?
No.
Oh, Hemingway.
He wrote about Hemingway.
But I've seen some
anyway.
of them, and they're really good plays if you ever see them perform. They're quite satirical and quite hard-hitting, but funny, too. There's no punches pulled.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Let's see.
I mean... sorry. I was just going to say one of my favorite films of his was L.A. Story because it was just a surrealistic, it's like, I think anyone should watch that one because it's just so different. And all the stars he got to join in on it.
It was a good
It's
movie,
a good film. Patrick Stewart's in there. But I think my favorite film that he did was the deconstruction of the French Musketeer. With the big
the Roxanne?
Yeah, Roxanne was a retelling of the French character, and I can't think of his name. Cyrano de Bergerac. Yeah.
I actually like, because I'm a big David Mamet fan, he did The Spanish Prisoner, which was a serious role for him, and he was fucking awesome in it. Like, he was totally straight in it, no comedy. And he's creepy as fuck.
Have a breach.
We have a breach.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Sweden!
Oh my.
Open your back door, baby. Loosen your hinges, I'll show you my. Sell crazy someplace else.
You see, it doesn't mean
I'll
it's
stop
gay if the
up
balls
here.
touch. It's just if you enjoy it, if they touch, then it's gay.
You know, all I can say is hearing all this about Sweden just reminds me of Johnny Dangerously when the guy's deported to Sweden. He says he's not from there. You fargan ice holes.
Yeah, you farting ice holes.
Cool.
All right, so I'm going to do a new poll. I'm going to list 4 new series, and you guys decide which one you thought was the best one. We've got, I'm going to include Reacher, Terminal List, clearly. What do you guys want me to add on there? 2 more.
Tulsa King.
Tulsa King.
Yeah. New. So you're looking for specifically new stuff, not
Yeah,
continuations.
2022.
1899.
It's a mini series, but what the heck? We'll include it. Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of the other show.
4.
1899 is the one that, yeah. All right, so there we go. We got 4. That's all they allow for some reason.
Yeah.
And boom,
Good
baby.
choice.
It's now.
Oh yeah, Anima had a
good.
good House of the Dragon would have been good. Yeah. Sorry,
We
Anima.
could do a second poll. I mean,
What I'll do is I'll take the winner of this one and put it against any other shows.
Oh, there you go. That's cool.
Yeah.
Reacher around.
I'm gonna go check the back door. Back door.
I can't remember. I think it was on this show. It might have been on a different one. Somebody made a joke about the next season should be Reacher traveling the world, and they could call it Reacher around the world. No.
I like that. But
I'm crazy.
That's another show that came back this year. It's hard to call it a new series, but the fact that they came back this year, it's almost like a new series, but really it's not. Is Beavis and Butthead? I just can't include it because it is bringing it back. So I don't really consider it. Any other shows that we should consider? Slough House came out, Slow Horses came out this year. Nobody's going to vote for
so
it.
brand new stuff. I wouldn't count Alice in Borderland then because that was a second season.
That's second season. Although, once again, we got second season this year from Slow Horses, but both seasons came out this year, which is weird.
I'm trying to think of other stuff. There was, Dark Winds was a favorite of mine, but that's fairly obscure. Dark Winds.
I don't even know what that is.
I'll call up the poster. I think it might have been an AMC show, so probably nobody saw it.
Ooh, this is a tighter fight. We got Reacher at 23%, Terminalist at 38%, Tulsa King at 15%, and 1899 at 23%. It's a closer fight, but Terminalist right now is kicking ass.
So, just for anyone who's interested, this is a good show. I would recommend checking it out. It's called Dark Winds, and it's
it's the Res Police, right?
Yeah, the Res Police,
Yeah.
and the actor is it McLennan, this guy here, who was great in Longmire and stuff like that. He is the lead in it, and he is fucking awesome. Zach McLennan, I think is his name. But he's great in the role. He's as hard as nails. Great guy. And it's not as you think you're going to go into this and this is going to be woke. It isn't really. I mean, it has some real reflection of it's set a little back in the past, and it has some real reflections of the
because that was like an 80s to late 70s.
Yeah, it's 80s. Yeah, set in I think it's Cherokee Nation and Monument Valley. So you see all those great. Where I've actually been in some of the places, the spots that they're standing on in the show. It's beautiful, that beautiful scenery in Monument Valley where they filmed all those John Wayne movies, whatever.
John Ford, yeah.
John Ford stuff. So it's really, really intriguing show. Great
what about
thriller.
Peacemaker?
Yeah.
Now look at this. We have a
Write
super
down
chat
your
speech.
list. Everybody write something down, and then we'll include it into the verses after we get the tally from this one. Magitech Mags, $25 super chat.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you, sweetheart. You know we love you. I love you. Happy New Year to my favorite backdoor friends. Okay, you get a backdoor video.
Like, wouldn't you know that back door would trigger a trap door? Yeah.
There you go. Thank you for the joy, laughter, and friendship this year. I wish health and happiness into New Year for all y'all. There we go. Y'all.
You got
Money
another.
Tech
Love
Mags.
y'all.
You got another.
Much love. Well, you know we love you.
chat.
And for you, I'm going to play this one.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
There we go, baby.
That's a new one. I like that.
That was a good one. I want to
Very
issue
good.
correction.
Give us a
Correction.
super
The actor in Dark Winds is Zach McLaren, and I always find it difficult to pronounce it, even though it's a Celtic name. Strange name for the Cherokee Nation, but there you go.
It's a pear with a big mug of coffee. I'm looking at it right now. Thank you very much, Darius Munchausen, for your $4 super chat. For you, I'm going to play. What am I going to play? This one.
I know nothing. Nothing.
I love Sergeant Schultz.
Oh, he's great. John Banner was wonderful. May I just take a step back to the previous poll where Henry Cavill won that poll? That's about the only thing that's given me optimism for that 40K series coming out on Amazon. That and the fact that they got their butt handed to them with that show that we shall not be named. But he's one of us. No doubt about it.
Oh, yeah.
One of us. One of us.
One of us, yeah.
King of the geeks.
Mm-hmm. And that's the one thing that got me actually excited for a show coming up sometime here in the future is that he's co-producer starring, and I hope it's it's something positive to look forward to.
Yeah. What about Peacemaker and Wednesday?
Yeah, I just said write them down.
Write them down, he
And
said.
then we'll add them to the next poll. This is a show for our audience today. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
I will crossnate you.
I get some Korean shows, but nobody else will know them. So,
the one thing I did like though
what
is
was that the one with the school kids that all died and became zombies? What was that called? That was so good. That was a Korean show.
All of Us Are Dead.
All of Us Are Dead.
That was a good show. Yeah,
that was good.
That's a good show. Yeah.
Is it a comedy? What the fuck is it?
No, it's really good, Gary. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it, man. It's
Koreans.
really
Who has
good
it?
shit.
Who has it? Danny.
Netflix. All
Netflix
of us are
has
dead.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's where all the good Korean shit's on Netflix.
Yeah, there's
for some
Korean
reason.
Money, Korea Money Heist. Their version of the show Money Heist was brilliant. The Korean one was fantastic.
Dude, no, Korea puts out some really good shit, man. Like, Space Sweepers was really good.
Space Supers, I enjoyed that movie.
I didn't
The girl that stars in that, she's really good. She's in a lot of great Korean stuff. She's a very good actress. The cute girl that stars in it. Space Supers.
All right, that poll has ended, and the winner was Terminalist at 38%.
Wow.
Terminalist was good.
It's a shame putting it up against Reacher because both are brilliant.
I still haven't seen Reacher. I'm gonna though. Everybody's been telling me
only
to.
lost by, we had 38% for Terminalist, 22% for 1899, 22 for Tulsa King, and
22 for Reacher.
And 16 for Tulsa King. I'm sorry.
16 for Tulsa King. Yeah.
Reacher and 1899 tied at 22%.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Lot tighter poll than the other one, that's for sure.
I'll be back.
All right, so I'm gonna make the next poll. Let's get that baby going. All right, we got room for 4. So the first one is gonna be Terminalist. Is it 1? We'll call this part 2.
Do like the French. Do. Hot do.
All right, next
Make us
one.
intellectual.
What did you say for shows?
Peacemaker, Wednesday.
Peacemaker. I'm not that fond of that one, but I will add it But
An Alien Apocalypse.
I like Peacemaker because it was actually fun until they did the Justice League part, and I got pissed. Wednesday, and then what else? One more.
Alien Apocalypse.
Shit, I just spelled apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
While he's doing that, I have to admit I am amused that our Scotsman here could not do a Gaelic name.
I couldn't do
I keep forgetting how House of the Dragon should have been on there, but
it was spelled the Irish way. They spell it. He spells his name the Irish way, so I couldn't do it.
Oh, okay.
What is Alien Apocalypse? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's the it's that one that is it Alien or Ancient? I thought it was Alien.
Yeah, I'm going to put House of the Dragon. All right.
Okay.
So,
there we go. Yeah.
Terminal List, Peacemaker, Wednesday, House of the Dragon. There you go, guys. Next poll. Let's see how this goes. I don't think Wednesday's going to fare well up against those others. The only Alien Apocalypse I know is Josh Becker's movie.
It's Ancient Apocalypse, the one with Graham Hancock.
That's what it should be. Yeah.
I don't want. That's a reality docu-series, sort of. I wouldn't include that one. Now that's why. Yeah. Okay.
Looking for scripted.
Zach is here. Zach says, "I'm working this poll." Backdoor Gary 2022. Him and his cheeky Canadian humor.
Hills X.
You know, that's one of the problems when we're dealing with these other countries, the language barrier. I just cannot understand the English Canadians or Australians. And don't even get me started on the Scots.
So Scottish Canadian is the hardest then.
There we go.
Giza break your hoser.
It's the Welsh. It's the Welsh that are hard to understand.
Yeah.
No, what I dislike about the Welsh, and I am part Welsh.
Everything.
Everything.
I walked into this pub, and it happened more than one time, but there's this one distinct moment where it really annoyed me. And I'm fucking 13 years old. Okay. I walk into this pub, and I order a Coca-Cola, and the men standing immediately to the left of me were speaking English when I walked in the fucking door. The minute I spoke, they began speaking Welsh.
I've had that. Even and
it just annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah, and when I was in the Air Force and we went to various places in Wales, that happened all the time, especially North Wales.
They're
go in the
paranoid
pub, bang,
people,
they stop talking
the
English.
Welsh.
Yeah.
The Welsh are very paranoid.
See, they used to have a thing where they burnt down houses owned by incomers, and they had an advert. Come home to it's British gas, Welsh gas. Come home to a real fire. Buy a cottage in Wales. You know, because they were burning them down so much. Yeah,
and don't bring up Churchill around some of the Welsh. That's for sure.
Oh, it's like my British friend, my Limey buddy, that he was in the army and served in Northern Ireland, and he walked into an Irish pub and ordered a black and tan.
I know,
and it was one of those moments where all the talking and piano stops.
All of a sudden, a pin drops.
Everybody's looking at you, and he's like looking around, like, "What the fuck?" And they made the drink for him, and he says, "Here's your drink. Finish it and go. Don't ever order that in an Irish pub again."
In the south, certain pubs in the north, you can get away with it.
Yeah, he went into a Catholic Irish pub.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
And if you know your history, and I'm certain that Brian knows it.
Oh yeah,
go to an Irish pub and order a black and tan. And if you don't know what a black and tan is, it's really good.
It is
Guinness. Okay, it's a pint, half Guinness, half Bass Ale, and what it is their gravities are different. So the Guinness stays at the bottom. And when you go to drink it, as the points converge, you get both Bass Ale and Guinness every drink.
Tell you what, though, Gary,
fantastic.
It's not a drink that you want to get too drunk on and then throw up later. I'll just say that much. It's not
talking
pretty.
From experience, huh?
Not pretty. No, that's not pretty.
I swear I don't remember drinking any. Or
I don't remember
drinking. And it's like, that's not corn, that's your teeth.
I don't remember drinking the contents of a stable.
And when it comes around to the Welsh, what did they do? Did they grab a Scrabble game and throw all the pieces in the air when they fell down? Okay, that's how we spell this word.
Yeah, Glandiliach noch, yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just take a look at the names. It's like, you got a board.
Read this story, guys. This is
Yeah,
good.
that double L thing
Bush,
they do.
Bush brought up the same thing happened to him in Italy. And he walked outside to smoke, and 3 Italian guys started speaking Italian all of a sudden. And in the Army, it was always the Mexicans that would do that shit. And if you walked up, suddenly they'd do it. So to fuck with them, Private U, who was a friend of mine, Chinese kid, I speak a little Chinese, and I spoke a little Chinese to him, and I said, what we're going to do is we're going to go over there, and we're going to act like I speak more Chinese than I actually do. And I'm just going to start throwing, like, garbage at you. You're going to reply to me, I'm going to say something back, and then you're going to crack up laughing, and then we're both going to turn and look at them. And that's what we did. We did that, and then you went, like that. We turned and slowly looked at him and stopped laughing. And all my Mexican friends were all like looking at me, and I said, not so funny when you don't understand, is it?
That's right. Hey, this has nothing to do with that, but I just got chills because both Gary and Ruth Sinise just liked one of my tweets. So,
Gary
Sinise.
Gary Sinise.
No, Gary Sinise.
Gary and Ruth Sinise.
Yeah, you know what I was going to do? I was going to reply to yours and go, he's okay.
So I get chills.
I work with someone who's worked with him, and I've met him twice. And I worked on a film with him, The Better Place to Die. And I like Gary Sinise. He's a really cool dude.
He's a great guy.
But he met Dale Dye when he played Private Dan, or I'm sorry, Lieutenant Dan. And
bass player.
Is he?
Isn't it bass he plays in his band? Gary Sinise. In the band, his touring band that he uses to raise money for veterans and
the Lieutenant Dan Band. Is that what it's called?
I think he's the bass
player.
player.
Now I remember. That's right, the Lieutenant Dan Band.
Yeah, he's the bass. I think he's the bass player.
Also known as the backdoor player.
Right. Yeah. They're holding the beat. They hold the drummer back, don't they? The bassist.
Do it, Gary. Do it.
Do it.
Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Hey, now we're classing up the joint.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you though.
What?
Oh, we can
now we can.
It is so nice to have a pretty face to over all this ugly men here. We have this lovely face here.
We're getting a bit of
Even though you can't understand me because English isn't my first language.
Ugly men.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I couldn't understand what you said. Do you have subtitles that can have
But it is funny, Baron, because we've got all these beards on screen, and now that Anima's joined, there's another beard on screen.
He doesn't know what that means. I know what that means.
Yeah, I know too.
Just kidding.
What it means is if a gay man wants to hide his being gay, he has a fake girlfriend.
I'm just kidding, guys.
It's called their beard.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Anima. I didn't mean. I couldn't resist that joke.
She doesn't care.
You're making Gary look straight. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, so there's one more beard on.
Oh, but he's very gay for me, so.
As in happy. See that word has been. It used to just mean happy, you know.
Darius is here.
House of the Dragon is doing well in that poll.
So we got Bush, McFadden, and Darius are here.
Where is the poll?
Else?
I don't even see the poll.
It's up.
I really have to advocate for that show because it ended and nobody is talking about it anymore. Like you're doing all your best of and favorite stuff, and no one's talking about House of the Dragon.
Dude, I totally forgot about The Boys on my list, and I wish I hadn't, but that was so early in the year, you know.
That's not new, though.
That's not new.
That's not new.
No, I'm not talking about on this show. I'm talking about when I was doing like my best of TV shows on other shows, you know.
Yeah, well, The Boys was like before summer. When it
all right, I'm going to tell you guys.
House of the Dragon isn't that long ago, but no one's talking anymore.
Terminalist won again.
What's the score?
Yeah,
I'm getting
by 5%.
I will eventually get around to telling you guys once everybody stops.
Could you tell us, Gary? Could you stop prevaricating and just tell us?
Yeah, I've got palsy now. You're giving me palsy.
Come on, get on with it, Gary.
Who's buzzing?
I fucking hate you guys.
I didn't do anything. I'm innocent.
Terminalist won again with 38% of the vote. Peacemaker at 25. Wednesday at only 8%.
Who
said
voted for
win.
Wednesday?
And 29% for House of the Dragon.
That was
So
you,
it got some
Daniel,
good
right?
votes.
Yeah, second place. Yeah.
So House of the Dragon got second. Terminalist just simply is wiping everybody out right now. It's that good a show.
It is.
So I'm saving these.
Days, I disagree.
Oh, hi.
Control V and enter. There we go.
Aww.
I'm putting the scores all in the private chat if you guys want to look at them.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, where does that leave us now? Where do we go from here? Where do we go
from here? Is it down to the late
Alan
night
Parsons.
Here? I'm thinking of there's another one.
I mean, everything you
Love
put up
Plus
against
One.
Terminalist is going to lose, so it's pointless now. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
Terminalist
really.
is one, and we're just going to say best show of the year. New show.
According to fans of the pop culture minefield.
The best fans ever. Get that.
Some of these might be fans of yours, Danny, so watch out.
They are the best pop
Ever.
culture minefield fans. They are the best pop culture minefield fans.
And you know, a lot of our fans are fans of other shows because we share the community. The
it's
network
like-
shares the same community. We're very much a lot of the same people. Next thing you know, Baron is going to say it was the CIA.
Hey.
The Fonzie always said it. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, yo.
So, yo.
Oh,
Hey,
what's
do
that
you?
like 24? It's 24 here? Hey, yo. So
add Prey to the next poll as movies go. Yeah.
I was going to say, should we do movies?
New movies. Of course we do. We need to do new movies. Let's see.
Do we really not realize that or expect that Top Gun Maverick is not going to be first? Come on.
Okay, whatever. Elvis.
It wouldn't be first
Thor-
for me.
Black Adam.
Thor, Love and Thunder. Thor, Love and
First
Thunder.
for me. Not first for me. Second or third, but not first.
Well, yeah, it was number 3 for me. Maverick was.
Maverick was third on mine too. Actually, coincidence.
Yeah.
Yes, I got
Yeah,
that.
my top
I think
3
it
was
makes my number one.
Elvis. It was Elvis, Avatar: Way of Water, and Top Gun Maverick. Those were
Okay,
my top.
interesting. Yeah.
Other films: Top Gun, Elvis.
Black Adam.
RRR was my top one.
That's a good one.
RRR was top.
One
And
more, I
Dio
got
Dreamers
one more
Never
Charles
Die
was
was number
black.
2. The Dio
Gla-
movie.
Moonfall.
Glass Onion. Glass Onion was actually really good.
Arsefall.
I just watched it after I did my
Glass
list.
Onion was all right.
All right, here you go, guys. New poll. And the top one of this one goes up against the next batch.
Right, stop the poll now because RRR is winning. Damn, it's too late. I told you to stop it.
I'd be surprised if Black Adam gets it.
Top
Black
Gun.
Mechanic.
No, it won't. It won't.
I'm
Maverick
watching
is
it climb.
unbeatable.
73% top.
Jesus,
Top Gun
Elvis,
Maverick.
RR, and Black Adam
You can't beat Top Gun.
are all
I
tied.
couldn't-
and it's
Bros,
Top
I didn't
Gun.
enjoy because it was for me. It was too straight. I just it wasn't
Okay,
good
Black
enough.
Adam got a new vote.
Well, it did.
Black Adam beats Elvis. Oh my God, I have no faith in this audience.
Oh no, Elvis is picking up now. They're tied. They're tied. So it's like watching an election night.
I know, right? We're waiting for district number 3 to come in.
And those unidentified trucks are coming with boxes for Black Adam. Oh, Black Adam is going to second place again. Yep, those trucks are coming in. Expect that bump any moment now.
It's kind of fun watching this. It's like because I'm watching the food and shit.
And which district should we go to next, Dork? To see what the votes are doing.
Yeah,
RRR is picking up a little bit
Good
now.
RRR. Go RRR.
We're gonna right now. We're sending a live cam to the hood. Yo, man, we need to watch any old movies. Fuck you.
If you don't vote for RRR, you're all racist bigots. Okay.
Let's go to the man on the scene. Baron, what do you got? What do you got for us, Baron?
Huh? What?
Oh, shit.
What are we talking about?
Wanna say hi real
I
quick?
just
no. Hey guys, a friend of mine is here. I guess he wants to remain nameless. Oh, it's pop culture. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, that's that fucking asshole, Matt Vader.
Well, I was gonna say, I thought that was George R.R. Martin for a moment.
Oh
Maybe.
yeah. Oh, he said he thought you were George R.R. Martin.
I thought it was
Hey, I'm gonna hang out with Vader for a minute. I'll be back, guys.
He's doing an impression of Ruben Christopher
Vader.
Haynes.
Danny wants to be force choked, I guess.
All right. Hey, look, the voting is done. We've got all the votes in, and I'm ending the poll right now. That's really good. Top Gun Maverick, of course, still won with 46% of the vote.
This was rigged.
Elvis at 8%, Triple R 19, and Black Adam at 27.
I'm
They're all
surprised
racists.
Black Adam.
Sorry for all the
Black
background noise, guys. People are shooting fireworks outside.
Someone's
They're
banging
crazy
in the
about that
background.
shit. Yeah.
Oh,
They deserve their
Is it
fireworks.
New Year? Happy New
No,
Year.
not yet. Not yet.
Oh.
It's 4 hours, but they've been shooting all day. It's like a war zone out
That's-
there.
It's a little premature.
Just
When
don't forget,
I
this
took
is
out
a
the trash and
third
almost
world
had an
nation.
asthma attack. I almost had an asthma attack.
fireworks is
taking
the
out
most exciting thing they do in Croatia.
It's so foggy out there from all
There's
the
nothing
fireworks
worse when they
already.
go. There's nothing worse than when they go off too early. I mean, it's just nothing worse than that.
Yeah, anything. But remember, it's her problem, not yours.
That's right.
All I got to say is Croatia is the Wales of the Slavic countries.
In
Oh,
actual fact,
wow.
what Anima's not telling us is that those are not fireworks. That's Croatia firing missiles at Serbia right now.
No,
I thought so.
And if you look at it on a map, Croatia looks like a dragon, a winged dragon, and
Yeah.
Anima lives right in the taint, right under the balls.
Oh.
Split is the dragon's ball sack. Because it's a peninsula.
Everybody's firing off their AKs.
Dragon's balls.
No, they really like
That's
the
a
loud
great-
stuff. It
what a
doesn't
great-
even look nice, pretty. It's just
What a
loud.
great name for a metal album, The Dragon's Ballsack.
Oh, that would be, wouldn't
It
it?
would be a great name. I'm going to write that down. Fuck.
Better than Screaming Sphincter. But,
Screaming. Well, these could be the.
Oh my
These could all be
God.
one band.
Or
in
my
the series of
actual,
albums.
or my actual punk band back in the early '80s, the Smelly Pubes.
Ooh.
Yeah,
with Jim
but that's what they call cinema verite, except for music.
All right, I got a next poll. We'll start with Maverick. What are the next films?
Jeez, hang on.
Dude, take out Maverick.
I would
It will-
put
it will
Dio
be
Dreamers Never Die. That was my second favorite film.
What was it?
You know, the film about Ronnie James Dio. But nobody else will vote for it.
I don't want to include documentaries or anything like that.
Yeah.
The Northman.
Oh, there we go. Northman.
I love that movie.
How about? I don't know. I've got loads of Korean ones here. That's not going to work. The Grey Man. That was all right.
You guys want me to add that one?
Well, why not? Eh? I mean, it was on
Yeah, I think
Netflix.
you can end it.
Any other feature films that might be on in the theaters or on Netflix or Amazon?
Well, I
Sonic
won't
the
say the
Hedgehog
Woman
2.
King.
Sonic
Oh, there we
2.
go. Sonic. Dude, there we
Sonic
go.
2.
All right, that's it. Sonic 2. Yeah, I can hear those, man.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's awesome.
It's
Don't bother.
been like that ever since Christmas, and it's getting worse
I
every
noticed-
day. And today it's just,
I noticed nobody has suggested the Batman.
I was going to say that if we do a third one.
I've never heard of that. What's that movie?
The Batman?
No, never heard of it.
It's a
Sorry,
it's
too
an
dry.
all male porno.
That's right.
Available on RedTube.
Is that one where somebody had sex on the bonnet of the Batmobile?
Who's
the guy with
the mustache
and the
broken nose?
I wasn't in that movie, so it was shit.
So there we go. We launched it. Again, Top Gun's kicking ass. Wow.
I can only vote for
told you
Top Gun
to
because
get
I
it
haven't
out.
seen the other ones. So
The Northman's really good.
Yeah.
It's a retelling of the original story that inspired Hamlet.
Okay.
Hmm.
Jesus fucking
And the Lion
Christ.
King.
I know, that's pretty bad.
That's pretty close too.
Fire
You know, it's like watching. Sorry,
Fire department's going to be busy tonight.
I was going to say it's like
Oh,
watching
yeah.
CNN back in 1991, 1992 in
Oh, I
Kuwait.
didn't have to watch it. I
Yeah.
was there.
And now we cut to our war correspondent, Anima Confusa.
Here you go, Anima.
Yeah.
Right there. Bush wants to come up with a mixed drink called Dragon's Taint, vodka based.
Oh, that can go wrong. So
I
many
like
ways.
that one. No, I like that one.
Make
Dragon's
it gin
Taint.
based. I like gin.
Well, I didn't say it was a bad thing.
I don't know. Gin and vermouth are a bit too dry for me.
Yeah.
It depends on the gin.
I got a few suggestions if we do number 3 on this.
Jace, there's so many things I just want to say to you right now, but I love you so much I'm not going to say them.
Wow. So, are the armies advancing, or is there a full retreat going on here? We need to know this right now.
We're at 15
General
votes,
Anima.
guys. Come on, everybody, throw your vote in.
Come
I
on, you can do
did.
it.
I was one of the first
Done
ones.
it
to
already.
vote.
Yeah, I was first.
What is this? Welcome, E. Clay. I didn't see you here before. Or I'm guessing you just dropped in. That 70s rock fan. Did you see the Bowie movie Moonlight
I
Daydream?
did actually, and I thought it was okay. It wasn't.
I didn't want to watch it because of who produced it.
Yeah, it was okay, but
produced
it for me it was a little bit too esoteric, and I would rather seen a slightly more straightforward documentary.
If it had been
including-
done independently, it would have
yeah,
been.
and including a lot
Problem
more
was
of the
it's
music.
Warner HBO production.
Yeah, there was
and
very specific music in it, which it was fine, but they skipped over huge chunks of his best material.
that's the thing that bugs me is a documentary about someone iconic like David Bowie. You're talking about a 4-hour to 6-hour movie to really do a proper
missed
job.
opportunity, I think, and they made it far too much.
So they should have done a docu-series.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
far too esoteric and focusing on tiny little aspects of stuff, whereas I just wanted the music, you know.
And he's far more complicated a writer and creator than what you can get in an hour to 2-hour documentary.
Absolutely, mate, yeah.
So
But,
I
mean,
didn't watch it. That's why I didn't watch
I
it.
wouldn't say it's not worth watching. I would watch it if it was E. Clay asking, I'd watch it, but and maybe he'll like it better than I thought it was okay, and that's the best I can say. There were certain moments were good, clips I hadn't seen before of stuff, but
Holy
Okay,
shit,
taking a
Sonic
break.
2 is close second.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
Wow.
That's
The
close.
Gray Man Zip.
Good.
I haven't
That's the
even heard of
Kathleen
that.
Kennedy of this poll. Is the Gray Man.
It's called.
Yeah, I haven't heard
The
about that.
Kathleen Kennedy of this poll. Yeah, I know, right? Nobody likes that.
well, she could be the Grey Woman if she made it.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah.
Equally
In
Thompson.
Bruges is great. Oh, I fucking love In Bruges.
In Bruges.
I think it's going to just tip
I
over into
want-
the cultural.
I just brought this up to
Fucking
Anna
Bruges.
that I want her to watch that movie with me before we watch the new film
Yeah.
because I love those two together. They're both great actors,
We have so much stuff to watch. It's ridiculous.
and I love Irish films. I really do, or films about Irish people.
Colin Farrell just fucking kills it in that
Oh.
In Bruges.
Oh, and
Tip over into the cultural. It's the way he says it.
Gleason, though. Come on, man.
Well, he's
Gleason.
trying to reason with this basically man-child all the time that he's handling in Colin Farrell's character.
Yeah, Colin's a child. He is. He's like a child.
He's a dark side to him, but he's.
By the way,
better as a
Gary?
child.
Halftime.
Oh,
3
is it?
minutes ago.
Oh, thanks for the update.
The explosions have stopped. Is somebody surrendering?
Hello, good evening, and welcome to the middle of the film.
And when I
Someone
get you
surrender.
guys together, hold on. I'll let you get this one in there, Brian. I swear.
Oh no, it's okay. So.
When I get you guys together, this is what it's like.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
Yep.
That's this panel.
Yeah.
Now, Brian, please. Say
No,
what
I was
you're
just going to say it sounds like surrender has been declared in Croatia.
Oh, in Croatia.
Oh, either that or they just ran out of
Oh,
ammunition.
just going just further away.
They ran out of ammunition.
The close one.
They're on their way. They got their envoy over to the White House saying, "Can we have more, please?"
I have to say it's the same in Canada, though. We might not be allowed to have as many weapons, but my God, there's a lot of fireworks. Like, they're firing them off all the time for any excuse.
They've really gotten bad around here. I don't mind it, but dogs do.
Yeah, it's bad for dogs, yeah.
I'm surprised my cats are keeping their cool. And when it started on Christmas Day, they were a bit nervous, but they got used to it, I guess. I mean, they're not as chill as usually, but...
That can be taken so many different ways, Snort.
Yeah, I'm looking forward, Zach, to seeing that movie. I don't know, because it presents itself in the trailer as kind of a dark comedy, but I don't see this getting happy with the physical threats to himself. Every time you talk to me, I'm gonna cut a finger off. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck did he do? So I'm looking forward to seeing that. But before I do, I want to watch In Bruges with Anima, so we can watch the other film together. Colin Farrell is great on late night shows. He can't stop cursing. I'll tell you,
reason to love the guy.
Some of the best guests that Craig Ferguson had would come on kind of drunk. Eddie Izzard.
Yeah.
In one episode, he just started throwing furniture. And then Craig joined him. They just started throwing furniture. And the other one is the guy that played Negan. I forget his name right now.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. They got along really well. And he came on clearly inebriated one night. It was fun. It was a good interview. Another one was Michael Clark Duncan. I fucking loved it when he would come on.
Oh, yeah.
He was like close friends with Ferguson.
You did a TV show drunk, Gary.
What's that?
You did a TV show drunk.
Yes, I did. All three of us were drunk.
I watched it. It was so much fun.
Hey, guys.
They fed us booze before the show. And they just kept feeding this to us. And I'm like, are we supposed to keep just drinking this? Is this okay? We go out there and in between we had to go through the makeup room. And nobody was in there at that point. My buddy with the prosthetic leg wanted to show how powerful his kick is with this specific prosthetic leg that was really a lot of metal. And he took out a corner of the part of the support beam covering. Just chunk of dry rock went flying across the room. And I'm like, oh, shit. Look around. We need to leave this room quickly before they see what we did. And then we walked out there and Shane Moore complimented Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter's boots. But clearly, she and we misheard him. We thought he said, I really like your boobs. And she shot him a dirty look, and he goes, my wife has a pair just like them.
That's what Vader just brought me, guys. He brought me some
some boots.
Yeah.
Nice. You finally got them. That's nice.
Yeah.
You've been waiting for them as well.
It has been. Do what?
Show them again.
Oh, show them again? Okay, hold up.
Show us more.
There we go. Now we got you on the big screen now.
Oh, okay.
We can see those.
Give me a second.
Yeah, there's a picture of me behind him.
What?
Picture of me behind you.
Oh, that's my old logo.
I know.
From when I was Fat Beard. Hold up. I'm going to try to...
Oh, nice.
Focus. There we go.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah. Klingon Lives Matter, Salty Nerd, 1-Star Crap Fest. Come on, focus, bitch. The Salty, then their logo, Barbarian Space Viking, and then... So anyway, you can kind of see it. That was blurry.
Good, I thought I was drinking too much.
He brought me some stickers too, but I think he forgot that I'm the one that made the stickers for him. So I actually have a bunch of them already, but it's all good. I'll take more. But yeah, these little stickers here.
Yeah, E. Clay Thomason says, does this mean you guys are going steady now?
No, all of his Patreons get those. It's just because I'm local. He didn't want to waste the money on posts. And, the excuse.
The patrons in the US get them.
Oh, sorry.
Because we outside can't, because shipping is crazy.
Yeah.
Because Alex wanted to send me some because I kept winning the trivia night, but he's like, nah, shipping is too crazy.
Yeah.
We like you, Anima, but not that much.
Exactly.
But
You try to say she's
I
not a cheap
broke
date?
for Alex's heart the other day. We were talking on Twitter and going back and forth over this show Echo 3, and I'm like, yeah, it's just hot garbage. And he goes, yeah, but it was made by the same guy who made
Hurt Locker.
wrote Hurt Locker. And he says, and military vets love that one. I went, I don't know where you heard that. No. Majority
That
of
show was so bad.
door kickers hate that fucking thing. I went with a bunch of door kickers. We made fun of it while watching it. No, it's not. Vets, and it just, I felt like I could hear his heart crack when I said that, and I'm like, but it's still got some great moments in it.
No, not yet, Mom. But after they, I don't know if you saw their announcement. They're opening a podcast studio thing here, where like people who come into town can, it's an actual podcasting place. So they're going to actually scale back on They're only going to do one Patreon show a week and one free show a week while they're setting it up, and they feel like it'll be ready in about 2 months. And then after that, they're going to be pushing hard on new merch items. But right now, they do not have magnets. But I'll let them know you're interested when they do.
All right. And yes, Zach, I agree with you. I miss Craig Ferguson a lot, too. The winners of that last poll clearly was Top Gun Maverick, won with 46%. 34 went to Sonic 2. 15 to the Northman, and 3%.
Oh,
so Gray Man did better than Kathleen Kennedy. Got 3%.
Yep, it did.
So that's it. I clearly we have a winner for the films.
People,
do we want to do another poll?
Surprising.
I just gotta. I gotta say my goodbyes, folks. I gotta.
Oh no!
Duty calls.
Well, Happy New Year, and I'll see you Monday.
Yeah, Happy New Year, man. To all. Yeah,
hey, Brian, Happy New Year, buddy.
Take care.
Take it easy there.
Love you, mate.
Bye. Bye. You too.
All right. So,
and then there was 6. It's a funny thing about Craig Ferguson. He's tried out, so all these people coming on the show drunk. He's doing all the stuff sober.
Yeah. He's sober.
Yeah, so, I mean, definitely better than the guy that they replaced him with. Oh, God help me.
Oh, that piece of shit.
Yeah.
I liked the series that he worked on when he was a nobody, and over in the UK called The Wrong Man's.
Okay.
It was a funny show, and it's got Anima. The guy that plays the poet on Ghosts.
Yeah.
He was his partner on the show, and they're trying to survive an espionage situation, and all they are guys that work in an office. It was really kind of fun, and I enjoyed it. But man, the minute he came, took Craig Ferguson's place, I immediately hated him. And then I watched him, and I'm like, oh, I fucking hate this guy. He's terrible.
I thought he was insufferable in that episode of Doctor Who that he was in. And of course, yeah. And then they're implying that he's, basically getting BJs from his girlfriend, who's now what was she, a Waller?
Are you talking about the chubby British dude?
Yeah.
I don't like that guy at all. Yeah.
No, he's crap.
Yeah.
I don't even know his name.
If he's not Scottish, he's crap. Sorry, I had to do that.
I should know what his name is, but I just don't.
I'm kind of sorry that Brian had to leave, because the next section is one that Scott suggested, is that we pick out like our favorite new song of the year.
Oh, I can't participate in that. I don't even know what came out for songs.
Yeah, me neither.
Billy Idol released a new album. Nickelback.
Yeah, Scott's been pushing that hard.
Nickelback.
No, Nickelback. I fucking hate that Python fucker for doing that, because they're not a bad band. They got too big too quickly is all that happened. And they put out good music. They for what they write, that style of music. But San Quentin, if you've not heard it, go back. It's like a different band. It's
Shattered by Code Orange would be my answer to that.
Shattered by Code Orange.
Shattered.
I like to see some of you guys' suggestions of new songs that were released this year that you like.
Stormtroopers by Sabaton.
Well, I've never heard of it.
I don't know why, but I'm just assuming that that's a bullshit fake song. John's just trolling us right now.
I think it's true. I think it's true. I don't think John would be trolling us there.
I want to hear it. I will believe it when you show me a sample of it.
Well, he didn't even. Wow, he didn't even question mine. That's funny.
I'll skip ahead.
It sounds like some Guitar Hero shit.
Yeah, it's
metal.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Sabaton's one of my favorite bands.
E. Clay Thomason wants to cancel Gary now.
Yeah. I haven't seen that since day one.
I've never found. Yeah, it'd be funny. Boris Jackass. Yeah, it's like, hey man, I got minimal talent. I'm gonna show it off like I'm a star. Whatever.
Mm-hmm. 10 ice cubes in his Shirley Temple.
When he did the whole singing in cars thing, I fucking hated it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what? This isn't good. And people are like eating that shit up, and I'm like, what is enjoyable about this?
Even it's a coffee commercial he was doing. Was it the Keurig or whatever? It's like,
really? I thought that was a joke. I couldn't believe that was real, and it's real. I'm like, oh,
it is. God. It's not Saturday Night Live, folks, because it's too funny. It can't be Saturday Night Live.
I will tell you, I feel bad for him because the joke he made on his show was stolen from Ricky Gervais.
Mm-hmm.
And Ricky's right about this. Is he didn't steal the joke? Whoever wrote the joke stole it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that's the problem. Is those shows have writers, and a writer stole Ricky Gervais's joke.
I just want to say one thing. When Anima turned her head there, it's just so nice to see the length of that red hair that she has. Now, didn't realize how long that. Wow, look at that. That's impressive.
It's long.
I didn't realize you had that long hair.
Yeah, because I usually just
you got
make a bun to get it out of the way.
So I hope you don't mind. I don't want to sound creepy, but lovely hair. Lovely hair. I like redhead.
Yeah,
for me,
I surprise people when they first see it like that, or when I let it down, which I don't do very often. Gary has
Jason, I've listened to Carpenter Brute. Good stuff. Really dark and heavy. My big favorite song of the year was Billy Idol's song "Cage." I'm a big fan of Billy Idol. So
he put a new one out this year. I mean, I'm honestly, I honestly don't know anything that came out from music. I listen too much to Radio North Sea International, Radio Carolina on the web. Listening to all the old stuff that you used to have with pirate radio. I don't listen to any new stuff. I'm old.
I'm trying to go through to see if anybody wrote any songs or boots. I don't know what that carpool karaoke is painfully unfunny. Amen, Bush.
Yeah.
Oh, and Matt says new Power Wolf album is good. Yeah, he then pulled it back though. Bush, he did it, and then he's like, oh, I feel bad for the guy because he said it later. He says Corden didn't write the joke. That whoever wrote it is the one who stole it.
Well, he got double slammed right there. He can't write his joke.
He can't even write his own jokes. Redheads are evil. I married one.
Well, Vader, fuck you! I still can't believe you called me old.
Hey, Vader. You joined the chat. Right on.
I think something wrong with Vader. How can redheads aren't evil? They're fiery. They're lively, but they're not evil.
Any more?
They are soulless, though.
My fave Bad Omens have a lot of good stuff, and the singer, damn, his cleans are amazing, and the way he goes to heavy voice is just. I'm assuming when you say heavy voice is probably what death metal vocals, screamo, something like that. Because I don't know that band.
Polemy Minion says Tom McDonald's Ghost.
Is that a band?
No,
Tom McDonald
is a rapper.
He's a rapper.
Oh, okay.
He's a conservative rapper.
So is Ghost a song?
Yeah, Ghost is the name of the song.
Okay, cool. I'll check it out.
I thought that was the full name of the song. Tom McDonald's Ghost is like some Irish ballad.
Yeah, it's like the name I go by with my music, Cohen's Ghost. I did a song once a long time ago called Cohen's Ghost Live at the Hollywood Bowl because I thought it was stupid to say it that way. Cohen's Ghost Live. And I just did a jazz motif. Anyway, new album. All right. So I'll have to check out Tom McDonald. So we are at an hour and 20 minutes, and I feel like shit, and I'm just like I'm ready to end this show.
Yeah, I know you look a little rough there, Gary. No offense, but yeah, I can tell you're down. You're not your spicy self.
I've had no caffeine today, and
I've had 2 already.
I could probably get up and go make me some caffeine if you guys want to carry the show and not sit there in silence.
We'll take over. No.
You know me,
Danny and me definitely.
Yeah, I know, right? I got no problem.
Oh shit, I'm black.
Oh, what happened? Hey, Keith is here. Hey, about time. We needed to have the real host of the show here.
That's funny. Oh, that's mean.
I know.
Hey, look, he's gay for us.
Yeah, but that's sad. I have to confess, it's sad that I don't know anything about modern music or what's come out this year, because all I see is like a Lizzo flopping around like a whale on the beach.
See, I don't listen to any of that crap.
No,
I don't either.
And what that Billie Eilish.
The joke about mine was, it's Bray Wyatt's entrance music, but it did come out this year, and it's really good.
And of course, Billie Eilish is too busy showing off her bosoms now that she's legal. I mean,
yeah.
As that goes,
that's weird. That's weird.
Well, I mean, she doesn't unveil them, but I mean, it's like she was making that comment about how men are intimidated by large bosoms. So, like, since when?
Well, Megadeth put out a new song. Metallica put out a new song. Now, the Metallica album doesn't come out until next year, which is starting tomorrow. But yeah, sometime, I think it's, I want to say April. But it sounds back. They're getting closer back to their original sound.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be nice if that,
it's got a little more thrash feel to it than some of their later stuff has, especially that loaded, reloaded crap. Saint Anger, Death Magnetic, those what I call the sellout era.
I checked out.
Yeah, they were selling out every seat in the house.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we want. We want, we don't necessarily want to copy and paste the old stuff, but we want the style of the old stuff.
We want that feel. We want that.
Right.
We want that Metallica crunch. That's what we want.
What's wrong with
exactly?
Well, it's like you didn't like. Give me fuel. Give me fire. Give me that which
Well, I like that one.
It's okay. It's okay. Now I'm not. I'm talking. I call it sellout, and I call it. It's not. It's bad Metallica, but it's still good music. If that makes sense.
Disagree. I guess. Yeah, so I'm a little. So my cousin Jeremy, he's a little older than me. He got me into Metallica, and he got me into like Sepultura and oh gosh, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank now. The brothers from Arlington, they're both dead now, sadly. They did that song, Good Friends and a Bottle of Pantera. So anyway, so he got me into all that stuff. But because of my age, the first Metallica album I ever heard was the Black Album. And then I went back and listened to, Ride the Lightning and Justice for All and the older stuff. And I think because when I was introduced, that's why I have a kind of a different, because that was kind of their transition into pop in the mainstream, the Black Album. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you agree with that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's when they started. I mean, actually, technically, they started. You can make a lot of old Metallica fans make the argument they started to sell out when they made their first music video with One.
Okay.
I can remember everything.
I would say it began with the Black album.
Yeah, that's when they started seeing a lot of commercial success.
Yeah.
But I mean, I started back. Now, I didn't pick them up until Ride the Lightning. That's when I got introduced to them, and I went, "Oh wow, this is amazing. Let's get the earlier stuff." Oh, there's only one album. Cool. So, which was
Justice for All.
No, and Justice for All is the fourth album.
Guys,
it's Kill 'Em All. Yes,
Kill 'Em All.
Guys, have you noticed that Anima and Gary are both gone at the same time? How much you want to bet they ran off and did a quickie?
I mean, if they were not on opposite ends of the earth, maybe.
But they got cams. They got cams.
Oh, that's gross. I didn't even want to think about that. Thank you.
Yeah, not an image.
Now I need a cigarette. I need a cigarette after that. You bastard.
Anyway,
I'm evil. Continue, John.
You know I'm listening, right?
Kill 'Em All. Ride the Lightning.
I just don't have anything to say about new music.
Master of Puppets, which is my first, which is my favorite Metallica album with my favorite Metallica song, which is Master of Puppets.
Master of Puppets. I love that. So I love the S&M version of it. Have you heard that? I'm sure you have.
Yeah. And then came out And Justice for All, and then the Black Album. And then after that, it's Load, Reload, all that stuff. But their last two have been this new one I can't say, but the last one was pretty good. They're Hardwired to Self-Destruct. I like that one.
Hi.
Okay, I'll follow your
Puppers.
BB the Boat Chief. BB the Boat Chief. Half Chihuahua, half Boston Terrier.
But the new Megadeth sounds pretty good too. But they haven't really changed their style much over the years.
I mean, you keep with what you know and what people people like. Again, like I said, the style, not a copy and paste. And experiment around with some other stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes those have surprising success.
AC/DC's the ones that are cut and paste, because every AC/DC song sounds like every other AC/DC song.
Well, yeah, that's why I told you. The greatest rock album of all time, in my opinion, straight rock, was Back in Black.
Yeah,
and everything they've done since then is trying to imitate what they did on that album. Recreate it. It's like one of the things I like about a really good music artist is when they come back and they try something new and interesting they never did before. A style, whereas AC/DC or a lot of these metal bands, all they put out is that stuff. It gets tiresome. I like these rockers that put out albums with songs that are different. Who's ever going to forget Beth by Kiss?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, when it comes around like AC/DC, like the early stuff with Bon Scott, I mean, Highway to Hell and The Long Way to the Top. I mean, throwing a bagpipe into a rock and roll song. That's freaking awesome.
I don't listen much to American metal bands. I have moved on to most of the European metal bands. Great. Look, nothing is ever going to top Metalocalypse.
Great.
Death Clock.
Scandinavian countries are really great.
Oh yeah, they got some serious ones there.
Especially Finland, and I don't know why.
There's too much. I'm not
they
really
always
thinking the death metal.
What?
Because they always finish.
Jesus.
But do they finish early? That's the question.
I don't know. It's important that they finish.
By the way, Gary, we both went off camera and they got dirty right away.
Yeah.
No, it took a little bit. It took a little bit. We talked about stuff and then.
Kylock, The Who is amazing. I love The Who.
Oh yeah, I'm a big Who fan. Pete Townsend. In fact, I like.
No.
It's a Mongolian band.
It's a Mongolian metal band called The Who. HU.
Oh, I know who they are. Yeah. Good stuff.
They are in the game. This game of Star Wars. How is it called? The last one, Jedi. Blah blah.
Jedi, blah blah.
You're talking about Jedi Fallen.
Yeah, that one.
Fallen Order or the new one, Jedi Survivor.
No, Fallen Order.
No wonder
They
why
have
you
a
didn't hear me. I had
Fallen
myself
Order.
muted.
Gene Simmons knows 3 chords, which is most of modern pop music.
Yep.
Yeah, but he may know 3 chords, but how much money have they made from those 3 chords?
That's true.
A shit ton of money.
Shite ton, definitely.
Yep.
Caffeine's not kicking in yet.
Well, a lot of that is because they know marketing. That's their big strength. Is they leverage their fandom into being able to market. Because when I was young, I was in the Kiss Army. That was the first hard rock metal band I was into was Kiss as a little kid.
Well, yeah, I mean they had their shtick, what do they look like without the makeup, and that was the whole big thing. And then
in the
finally
80s when they did that, and it was like they were just another mediocre band. I'm like, okay.
Then Gene Simmons started making some movies, like Runaway. Actually, he was good in Runaway.
Runaway's not a bad movie.
It is a pretty, I like that film, actually. Yeah.
Well, that's it. First, Lord Thoth, the answer is a ton of shit it's a metric. It's a metric ton. Anyway. Matt, you're right.
Tina and I know what a ton is.
Gimmicks are a big thing in music a lot of the time. It's why one of the reasons I don't like a lot of modern artists, and I use the word artist loosely. I don't give a shit if they got a great voice. They're all gimmick. And there's like Zoe was talking about Katy Perry one day. I said, if she could fucking do a song that doesn't have a drum track on it, but actual drums on it and a guitar and not a fucking synth guitar, I might give her some credit. But the problem with her is she wants everything to be dance mix, ready for dance mix. And I don't respect people that do that.
Oh, and let's not forget all the auto tuning. I mean, a lot of the times what you're hearing is not truly their proper singing voices. The moment you hear it without the auto tuning, it's like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, whatever
Whale
happened,
something?
Whatever happened to people not really caring about that? I mean, you had Johnny Cash, one of the greatest country western rockabilly stars of all time, and the guy couldn't even talk in tune. Well, let me tell you.
Yeah.
The guy was just all over the place.
All over the place.
When he talked.
I would never do my voice.
What the fuck? Martin, what are you doing? Are you high? Are you pulling a Danny? Are you high during the show? What's going on? What did he say? I couldn't understand a word he said.
I didn't hear either.
He was doing his Morgan Freeman app thing. So,
okay.
Which fucks with.
I would never do my voice.
That sounds like spastic Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, it does. Spastic. Cool.
What's this I hear about you don't like auto-tune?
Who did that?
You know what would really be funny? That's John. What would be funny
funny.
is if you did auto-tune in one note and just like sang in one note an entire song.
Well, when it comes around to not being able to sing, look at Dylan. Like, he's a great songwriter, but he's a horrible singer. Let me tell you what we got going on here.
Oh, Bob Dylan? Yeah.
Bob Dylan, yeah. Great writer. I mean, he's a great writer, but
well,
I
he
remember
could
when he was
sing before he had the accident.
Yeah.
His throat got fucked up. And,
What accident?
Motorcycle? I think it was a motorcycle accident way back.
I think so, yeah.
In the day. And I was a kid when it happened. I just remember it happening. My sisters and my brothers tell me about it. Because I used to listen, because he would sing a song, he would sing the song Lay Lady Lay. He would sing that song and he'd sing it. And then later, after the accident, Lay, lady, lay, come lay across my big brass bed. Oh my goodness.
Look what you singing did, Gary.
Did I do that?
Yeah.
Did I do that?
I don't know. I must have. I don't know. The dogs are just going nuts now.
Gary,
It's not me. It's Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan. Settle down. He's from Minnesota. Settle down.
And I agree with you, Vader. Gimmicks.
Yeah.
Look, I'm glad you made some money off of it, but what was the quality music? We got a handful of songs from Kiss that really are memorable, you know. And I loved it when Peter Griffin's wife fucked up the lyrics and says, "I want to rock and roll all night and part of every day."
something every day.
Peter's like, what? What do you say? No, that's not right.
Everybody turns on her.
You're going to be buying some. Look, man, the prices over there on some of their beef, man, it's really good right now.
Really?
I like Sam's Club. Yeah, I still have my membership.
And, I used to have one.
Yeah, I'm making my Sam's Club run next month.
Yeah, their ham prices are really good. We got 8 pounds. Wait, no, it was 9 pounds for $20. Ham, honey glazed ham. It was really good. It was good. I was eating it all the way until yesterday. It was my lunch every day, sometimes breakfast. I love ham.
Yeah.
I used to, because my brother tried to be Hasidic for a while. So during Christmas dinners, I go, guess all the ham is mine.
Trying to be what?
He was Jewish. My sisters and brothers were all Jewish, and he tried to be Hasidic.
Oh, okay.
Hasidic Jew. And I go, ham's all mine.
Did he have the little curlies coming down?
No, he never got to that point. He gave up on it pretty quickly.
Oh, pretty quickly.
And he just went back to, because he wanted to be a rabbi. He really did. Mm-hmm. But then when he met his last ex-wife, he finally converted to Christianity for the kids.
I thought you said he wanted to be a rapper for a second. I'm like, what?
No, rabbi.
Oh, rabbi.
Rapper.
My mother was so excited because I was in seminary briefly for a few weeks. And then I came home for a party and got laid. And I went, yeah, that priest thing's over. Yeah.
Yo, my name's DJ Abraham. I'm spinning that Torah rap for you.
There we go. Whoa.
Let's see. Bruno Mars is the real deal. He can do any genre. Craziest thing I've seen is him performing part of your world. He has been performing since he was a very young kid in Hawaii. That's cool. I hated that one song by him now.
Uptown Funk?
No, that one I liked. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I don't care if he stole it. I like that song.
Was happy?
But the grenade one I thought was just fucking stupid. What?
I have a beef with cattle ranchers. What?
Bad joke.
That's actually, as long as it's kosher, they can eat it.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, Kingsport Cal, hi, buddy. Hope you're having a good weekend. I hope all of you have a good, happy New Year. I really am. I'm going to be spending mine with Anima.
Oh my!
Darius has broken the back.
As long as I can stay up, because Gary's midnight is my 7 a.m. So that's not very.
Yeah, you're back there. Yeah, it's 7 o'clock for you in the morning.
Yeah.
Wow. So you should just celebrate it with her and get it over with early.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, my midnight is in 2 hours.
I have never taken that approach with a woman before, Danny. Thanks for the advice.
Get my bad.
Early.
Well, that explains Danny's luck with women.
Well, have you seen my woman? She's smoking hot. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, but you had,
I like that new photo she posted for her profile on Facebook, man.
Oh, I'm not on Facebook, so I haven't seen it. But I'll ask her to show it to me when she gets back.
You're on Facebook. I have you on Facebook.
No, I deactivated it.
Leveling up.
I was only on it because of the charity, and then when we had our falling out, I deactivated it because I was off Facebook for like 2 years, and then when I joined the charity, they said I had to get back on Facebook because that's how they did all their communication. And then when we parted ways, I was just like, I don't need this. I don't like Facebook at all. Like, I think it's terrible.
Bye, Bush.
You think it's terrible?
I think it's terrible for humanity.
Give you the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Inconceivable.
Bye, Bush. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Bush.
I say we go
Happy
ahead.
New Year's.
It's 1:40. Let's just go ahead and wrap this up. I've had the caffeine and I'm still feeling like shit. I just want to go.
Yeah. You need to get some rest there, buddy.
No, I'm not going to sleep. I just need to.
No, I said rest, not sleep.
Breast. Oh, I love breasts.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Especially
I love
with a little
breast.
lemon pepper.
I don't know. I just go with the whipped cream.
Who snorted? Was that you, Anima?
That might have been me.
I am muted.
Oh, okay.
He's
Somebody
muted.
snorted. It was funny.
I think it was me.
Two of my favorite. Yeah, Bob Dylan and Cash. I think one of the best songwriters of the latter 20th century was going into 21st was Peter Gabriel. Lyrically, it's hard to compete with him. He is just that smart when it comes to writing. His use of metaphor is better than anybody I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Sting I put right up there too, but Sting can be really pretentious at times, which I think he's guilty of, but I still fucking like his music. I still consider the simple song of da do 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 da 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 as a great song.
Did you ever see Sting in that TV show Only Murders in the Building? That was hilarious.
Yes. I won't watch the second season because they had that bitch on there, and I won't.
I
watch
haven't
her.
seen the second season yet either.
I won't watch it.
Who is that?
Blonde comedian bitch that thinks she's really fucking funny and she's not.
Oh,
I mean that doesn't
Stole
narrow
other
it down at
people's-
all.
She stole a lot of comedy from other people's.
She's a cousin of a senator, I take it.
She's fattish.
Amy Schumer.
Yeah, that fucking.
Oh, I
that's what
hate Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer's in it.
Yeah, she's a major character in the new
I'm not-
season. I'm out.
Yeah, I really don't like her.
And I love Martin Short. And I got to tell you, Steve Martin is one of my top favorite people. But and I really got to like what's her name that's in it, the little Hispanic girl. She's really good.
Happy
on the
New Year,
show.
Vader. It's good seeing you, brother.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year, Vader. Love you, buddy.
New Year.
And well, I love that one paper article. She's out there wearing a swimsuit and saying, Amy Schumer's out there showing off her curves. It's like she looks like a pear.
Okay, look, there are curves.
I'm not getting into that.
And there are mild moguls.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know anything about skiing, you know what a mogul is. They're those little humps.
I have this may be an unpopular opinion, but I never saw what was so great about Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan's just a good lyricist, is really what it is. I can't stand listening to him sing. What was really funny, and I shit you not, Patty, my ex-girlfriend, she and I went to a concert that had Bob Dylan, Tom Petty, and what's her name? Nikki from oh my God, from
Stevie Nicks?
Stevie Nicks, thank you.
Yeah,
Stevie
somebody
Nicks.
else just said Stevie Nicks. Yeah,
And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I can't understand a word any of them are saying. They all sing the same.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is Stevie Nicks and Tom Petty can carry a note better.
Mm-hmm.
King Sport Cow, way to be a stereotype, brother. I mean, what's next? You're
I
gonna tell
like
us you
thick
like
women.
fried chicken and watermelon too? Come on now.
I like. Wow.
Dude, thick is best.
Thick women are wonderful.
I love thick women. Don't get me
yeah.
wrong, but
As
I love Ruben as
funny as
women.
you are, sir.
But I
that was
also
racist.
fell in love with a scrawny one. She's muted and not talking now. So I was just throwing that at her.
She has the vapors now that you said that.
I listen.
She's all like, oh,
What's that petite girl? What?
I'm listening.
Yeah, I know.
oh, you like thick
So-
women,
He's
huh?
taking notes, and you will pay later.
I mean, even Johnny Cash and Dylan even wrote a song together. I mean, when it comes around
That
to writing,
Penny.
That dude has a lot of teddy bears coming at him. Once
Oh,
I
wait a
know.
minute. What the fuck is on your finger?
Yeah,
I was just going to ask that.
A Band-Aid?
For what? What did you do this time?
I burned my finger.
Oh,
Yeah.
Happy New Year, Mom. I'll be.
I never
calling you
put
later.
bandages on my burns. I let them stay open.
No, everybody loves. Never mind.
Yeah, I do.
Jesus.
I do if it's intact, but it ripped open. So I don't want dirt to get in there. So
Look, man, I don't think that I'm got any black in me, but I love watermelon. I love chicken. I will eat the shit.
No,
out of
no,
both
me
of them.
too. Me too, man. I'm just saying.
George Herlock, back in high school, said one of the funniest things because we were at football practice, and Sneed Farm, who we all worked for, the Sneed Farm, all of us worked on that farm. He brought a big fucking wagon full of watermelon for the entire team. And we're sitting there just chowing down on it. And I noticed that he was really ignoring this one piece of watermelon. And I turned to him and says, Hey, Bubba.
Hey.
You want that last piece of watermelon? And Bubba leaned over and says, "You want your life?"
I just wanted to call in.
I ever got.
I just want to call in and tell everybody Happy New Year. I just got done with a lot of my personal business, and I'm in the car now. But I just wanted to say I hope you guys have a wonderful New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, brother.
Happy New Year to you too, man.
Right?
Happy New Year, Keith, and all your family.
Are you coming to the party tonight?
I should be there unless something else falls apart in my house, in which case I think my wife might go on a murderous rampage. But you didn't hear that from me.
I heard nothing. I know nothing.
I'm hoping to see you and Mel tonight. Here.
Yeah, you'll see me tonight.
Okay. All right. So I want to ring in the new year with my friends and with my woman, even though she might fall asleep before then.
I'll try to stay up as long as I can.
It's 7 o'clock. Let me go to sleep, Gary.
No, my neighbor has been waking me up because he's noisy as fuck up there. So he's been waking me up around between 8 and 10. And if I'm lucky, I get in a nap around noon. But if not, I usually do a Keith around 3 a.m. and go to bed.
Yeah, I don't know, Keith. No, Keith left.
Keith
left. I don't think Keith knows that he started falling asleep on the show yesterday. I just made him the main screen.
That was so mean. He's such a dick for doing that. And then somebody from the panel shouted, "Keith, wake up!" And he was like, "What?" I mean, it was funny as fuck, but it's such a dick move to do that.
Well, it's
scary.
Look, it's what I do. It's my MO.
Are you surprised?
I told you what I did to the priest.
I'm
during
already
Mass.
scared about the pranks he's going to pull on me once we're together, together.
What I did to Father Weems when he fell asleep during the first reading, and he's sitting back in his little throne in the middle of behind the I just forgot the name of it, the thing that you do, altar. On the altar, he was back behind the altar, sitting down, and we had a visiting minister from one of the other Catholic churches, a brother. And he was doing the reading, and Father was like, he had his hands together like this on his lap, his head down. But then I could hear him because I was right next to him. I could hear him snoring. So you got to imagine being the parishioners out there watching as I'm sitting there with that big, tall crucifix, and it just starts going this way towards him. And I bump him on the head. Bonk. Woke him up and he turned and looked at me, and I brought the crucifix back up real quick, and you hear a few people giggle. Because I've always been kind of a little dick, just fucking doing things. I'm a giant. But
Gary has a little dick.
I have a little dick. It's the Irish curse, laddie.
Somebody clip that.
I've made that joke on his show so many times. You can go back and watch me make that joke, the Irish curse. But Denny, I also love grape Kool-Aid.
Grape Kool-Aid, what?
Yeah,
you're OG, King Sport Cow. We were talking about that last night.
King Sport Cow, don't you mean purple drink? Come on now.
Yeah,
it's
purple drink.
Yeah.
I like purple.
It's a purple drink.
When I was a kid growing up, and I grew up in a black neighborhood, everybody had fucking Kool-Aid. There was always Kool-Aid. But my favorite was the poorest of the group, or I should say the people who spent the least on food, would buy the store brand Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really funny because it never tasted good. It always tasted so bad. But when you're hot and you've been you're 8 years old running around in that fucking Virginia heat in the summer, you don't give a shit. You just start chugging that stuff. I think
fast. Yeah.
So Dr. Evil was Irish, probably. But another one that we used to play baseball because all my friends, Jim Woodward, Mike Beatty, all of us, we would get on our bicycles and drive around town on our bikes, picking up other friends and go play. That's why I love the movie The Sandlot so much. That was our childhood. During summer, we'd collect all our friends to go play baseball, play actual games. We had fun. It was a lot of fun. If you had to play short, it was okay. Outfield is where they would suffer. Infield never. Outfield is where you would sometimes end up with only 2 outfielders.
Look at this one.
Gape Kool-Aid and drink backdoor adult actresses.
What?
Nice.
Oh,
I was
man,
thinking
hold
it.
on.
I didn't.
Front door team and back door team.
What is that? The DP squad?
The what?
DP squad.
Is that the
Oh, the
DP,
DP.
squad?
You know, one of my favorite bands, and I didn't know what their name meant, was Trey Parker and Matt Stone's band. It's a DVDA. And someone told me, he says, do you know what their name means? I went, no. And he goes, it's double vaginal, double anal. And I'm like, what? Why is that a thing? I was 13 years old again saying, calling somebody a dildo and not knowing what a dildo was. Why does this exist? What is that? Why would anybody want to do that? Oh, we went hard. Yeah, buddy.
Phrasing.
Phrasing. My favorite moment was when VJ and Sanjay, 2 of my best friends growing up, and I've never been able to find them. I've tried to find them. Good luck finding somebody named VJ and Sanjay. And the last name is Mystery, Mistry. There are millions of them all over the globe named VJ and Sanjay. And the creepiest one was I said, hey, are you VJ Mystery from Fredericksburg, Virginia? And the guy wrote back, maybe. I'm like, okay. No, I didn't like that, the way that was written. No, I'm not going to talk to you.
Well, Gary, you keep mentioning those two on our show. And since we are gaining audience now via KGRA, chances are somebody...
I hope so, because
say that and spreads the word.
They moved from Fredericksburg. Their parents sold the Twilight Motel, and they moved down south to North Carolina, 1 state below us. And I thought, we'll be fine. The last time I saw them was when it was really at my 16th birthday. It was right before their big move, and then they left, and it broke my heart because I spent a lot of fucking time between they were the posse, and VJ was so funny because they were 1 year apart in age. Sanjay and VJ. Sanjay was a year younger. Okay. Sanjay talked like me. Okay. VJ, you talk like this. How are you doing? And I'm like, holy shit. How can you be 1 year apart in age and he has no accent and you've got one? He goes, hey, luck of the draw. So we're riding on our bicycles, man. And we had to go between these concrete pylons that were set up to block an alleyway, keep people from driving in and out of there. It was only for deliveries. And we would drive in between them. And we were driving, like I said, as a posse. It was a whole group of us. And VJ wasn't paying complete attention. He was focusing on his position in the group rather than watching the pylons. And right at the last second, he sees the pylon and he tries to swerve and gets all wobbly and he smashes into this fucking pylon. Just bang, loud crash. But what got all our attention, and all of us came to that classic 80s kick, the kick brake on your bicycle, slide and turn. We all did that. Turned and looked because he went, ay, 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 ay. And I stopped, and of course, everybody was like, is he okay? And I yell out, what the fuck, Gunga Din? I love that guy so much. I miss him and Sanjay. They were there for my 16th birthday. They were there when Mike Beatty gave me my first titty magazine when I was 16.
What a milestone.
Yeah, it was
a milestone.
Gift. Each one of them. Now, Jim Woodward, and I still have this book. It's the collected illustrated work of Roger Zelazny. And there's a lot of titties in that and nudity. And I'm like, I thought for sure my dad was going to see it and take it away from me. Nope. Didn't take it. So I'm like, I get sort of porn. Yay. And then when the parents all went in the other room to drink and talk amongst each other, it was just us kids. Mike looked around. He goes, here you go, buddy. Happy birthday. And I'm like, what is it? And he goes, open it quietly, low. And I opened it and it was Playbirds. It was a British porn magazine.
Oh.
And I looked at him and I just remember the joy in my heart. I went, thank you.
Gary, look at that comment.
Oh, no, I want to make a movie about it. It's called Drummers Don't Dance. I said that to a girl once. And she's like, aren't you going to dance? And I went, no, I'm a drummer. Drummers don't dance. And then I walked away from it. She goes, whatever. But no, it's about all the... Because the thing that makes my life interesting isn't me. Seriously, when I start telling these stories, it's the people in my life. Mm-hmm. I've had some amazing people in my life, and I'm blessed to have had them. You know, and people go, you like to tell these stories about yourself. I said, what I'm really telling, if you pay attention, is about me. It's my reaction to other people and the amazing people in my life. Mike Beatty and Jim Woodward absolutely gave me a treasure trove of stories.
Oh, yeah.
Just a treasure trove.
Those are the best stories when you're telling stories about, you know, the situation around you. It's like not even necessarily people. It's like the insanity that's going around and how are you reacting to that.
Memories of memories.
Yeah, I got a lot of memories of memories.
I got to tell you, one of my favorite moments still is when I was in band back in 5th grade. And I bought my drum. I was like ready. I wanted to play a snare drum. I'm like ready to go. And he goes, we have enough drummers. You're going to be flute. And I'm like, I don't want to play flute. So I got stuck playing flute for like a little over a week, I think it was. And then finally, after practicing on this thing for weeks, 2 weeks tops, I'm sitting there and I just started crying in the middle of band class. Mr. Jordan's like, what's going on here? I said, I want to play snare. I don't want to play flute. Flute's gay. And Jim Woodward, my childhood best friend, played flute, and he just shot a dirty look at me like, what did you just say? And they got me on drum. They put me on drum.
See, you know what? It's too bad we don't have the Little Rascals, because I know exactly who would play Gary and Keith as kids.
Well, in the new Vikings, when Mac was casting it in his head, he said the perfect person to play me was Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah. There we go.
He died. And it was so sad because my buddy Nathan Shelton, we were going to try to shoot an independent film called The New Vikings, which is basically a story about us as a group of friends. Mm-hmm. And it's a comedy based on reality with a bunch of bullshit thrown into it to make it funny.
Yeah.
But a lot of the most funniest stuff in it really happened now.
He talked me through it. It's fucked up.
It's fucked up, some of the shit that happens in that story. And I knew that it was going to be funny to women too, because I let Ultra Rob's, Rob Bankus's girlfriend read it. And she was sitting there reading it on her balcony, drinking a mimosa. And she said, I got to that one point with the Post-it notes. And when you got to the moment with Rob and the Post-it note scene, I spewed mimosa out of my nose. I've never laughed so hard. I almost choked to death. My neighbor yelled, "Are you okay?" And if I can make a woman laugh like that with one of my stories, I'm like, yeah, this would be good. And it's still something we want to do. The problem is, I've talked about this before. Mac and I can't edit it. We tried editing it. We had it like
it gets longer.
There's like 136 pages, something like that. And yeah, it gets longer and longer. Yeah. It was 136 pages, and we went in there and we started cutting stuff out. Both of us together, we're like going in there cutting it out, but we're like, oh, but this really makes room for this to happen, and it ended up longer. It ended up being 146 pages the last check, or 160, something like that. And I'm like, that's it. We're not allowed to edit this anymore. And so it's just sitting there. You
should turn it into a limited series instead of a movie.
It's a possibility. It's so messed up.
More music. It's what.
Oh yeah, come on, Martin, come on.
Maybe you should teach me how to do that.
Well, I'll need to give you access. Martin gets so into this though, and I know that's part of the problem. I did it. That's one of my little dances, the songs that I wrote. I like the bass on this more than anything. Flutes are hard to play. Well, the whole thing was learning how to do that. And
I couldn't. I tried so hard when I was like 14. I really wanted to, but
the joke here is I tried to play the flute and I kept going.
I'm with that. Happy New Year.
Is one time at band camp?
Yeah.
Put them at band camp. Hey, I want to thank everybody for a great. This is a panel. I mean, not a panel show, a chat show. You know, it was fun to do this with you guys. Lord Thoth, Crusader Lion, Anima Confusa, The Invisible Love of My Life, Snortopupus Cuber, Dragon Ruse, Real Wade Nation, Alex Moore, Penny, Dork Knight's mommy, Scribe Light, Keely Chow, Jason Fox, lovely Sherry, yes, TJ Nijosi, and I'm not going to even try to pronounce that last name. I can't. Sharika, I don't know.
Sharika?
AF Watcher 88, Cavatino Cavalryman Che, Apollomes Minion, Magitech Mags, who gave us an amazing $25 super chat. Darius Munchausen, who gave us a couple of chats too, or stickers. And Zax, who was able to actually broadcast from Canada. The people's communist country
Republic
of Canada.
The People's Republic of Canada.
Pat S, of course. Bush McFadden. Yeah, Bush. There, you corrected yourself. Thank you, Martin. E. Clay Thomason, Krampus Jeebus, Kylock. I hope you're doing well. Have a great new year, man. Let's see. Jason Knight, who's a friend of ours here in Springfield. Matt Vader, 74. I'm hoping he has a good new year. I love that guy so much. Dragon Bricks, Phil McCracken. Let's see. Peter Vinkman, Fansite, good to see you. And of course, our good friend Kingsport Cal. I want you all to have a happy new year. Be safe. Party at home. Don't go out.
You missed Memes of Destruction.
Oh, Memes of Destruction. I didn't see him in there.
He's above Jason Knight.
Yeah, there he is. I see him.
I'm going back
just under the movie.
He is there. There it goes. Yeah, I see it now because it looked like it was part of the sentence, so I didn't read it. Sorry about that. It's the problem when I post things in there. I also want to point out that the contest today was really good. The polls. We got, once again,
that was fun, yeah.
Person of the Year was Henry Cavill with 81% of the vote. Best Series was Terminalist the first time, and again, Terminalist the second time we ran it. Best Films of 2022, Top Gun Maverick won all the way through. I think Elvis got too low of a rating. I think that it was absolutely the second best film of the year. When it comes to storytelling, absolutely the best film of the year. When it came to storytelling, when it came to pure cinema, Top Gun wins it hands down. But great polls today, man. It was really good. I was really glad to see Maverick scored pretty well. I mean, not Maverick, but Sonic 2. I got to admit, I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to watch it before New Year's today.
See, if you would have put one of my favorite movies on there, it probably would have came close, and that's Moonfall.
No. It would have Kathleen Kennedy. It would have absolutely
still not good. Still can't get the
no love for that film.
Hollow, one vote.
Hollow Moon Theory.
Yeah, I know.
No.
I still enjoyed it. Damn it.
And the fact that you missed that one person, that just brings to mind, I can't believe we're on the Memes of Destruction.
There you go. By the way, the reason why I call bullshit on Hollow Moon Theory is density is required for there to be gravity. And it has 1/6 of Earth's gravity. And for the size it is, that's exactly right mathematically.
Yep. I know.
So
unless you have an artificial gravity generator.
Oh, wait, what are you talking about? What'd you say, Martin?
Unless the moon has an artificial gravity generator.
What is that?
A bullshit device.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Pop Culture Minefield. If you've enjoyed the show, please make sure to like.
I usually New Year's, buddy.
To click the bell.
I knew what it meant.
Updates
I knew what you
on
meant,
our shows and channel. Also,
I saw that one coming a mile away.
We'd like to know what you thought of the episode, as well as letting us know if there's something you'd like us to cover in a
it was a
future
pretty good episode.
Don't forget that you can become a member of Pop
When
Culture
we have
Minefield
fun,
now.
it's a good episode.
Make sure to visit our membership page and
we're
merch
pretty
store
civil with each other.
popcultureminefield.com.
We're okay.
You can always find Pop Culture Minefield on Twitter,
Fuck you, Gary.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch.
Who said that? I don't even recognize your voice.
Aaron. I did.
Oh, I thought it was Dust Wolverine.
Oh, no. No, it wasn't my brother. My brother from another mother.
He just popped in.
Hey, stay sexy out there.
Gary mustn't like me no more. He doesn't have any. Feel like the redheaded stepchild. Crying.
Everybody needs a black best friend.